And welcome on in, wagerweekly.com for a week 10 in the NFL. Looking at your Sunday card. Let's go to 245, 246 in your Nevada rotation. Houston on the road to Cincinnati. Cincinnati opened 7-46 at home. Still a solid 7. Total's gone up a little bit, 47.5, Paul Nolan. And obviously, when you look at the Bengals, they've done it. It kind of has become their MO. Start real slow. Obviously, Joe Burrow not 100%. He was asked last week, hey, what's the difference? He said, well, the difference is that I can actually run and I can actually move. So that slow start seems to be in the rearview mirror. Cincinnati obviously has picked up steam since the beginning of November. You figure, last year they closed out the regular season going 8-0 straight up, 7-1 against the spread at about this time of the year. So they're sounding confident. The quarterback sounded confident in the post game last week. What do you see here in this one as Houston comes to town? Also off an interesting and big win.
Yeah, big win. I mean, really, people who had Houston minus the 2.5 last week were pretty shocked with when they didn't go for the 2. They had kneeled on a 2-point conversion, which is the right play because they didn't have a kicker, and that really did play into the scoring and the way the game flow changed, which was even earlier in the game. But Houston last week was just so impressive, and Stroud has been nothing short of impressive. I know one of the guys, super sharp guy I know, said something to the effect of he thought the book was out on Stroud prior to this week, and next thing you know, he lights it up again. But obviously his splits up, on the road and at home have been, astronomical. The comfort level of being at home, the young fella doing such a wonderful job, maybe one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen. I can't recall ever seeing anything like this for a rookie. And, obviously there's going to be lows that come with it. And this looks like a spot where there might be, but his confidence is brimming. And it feels to me like the perfect letdown spot for Cincy in a way. Cincy has that, huge win against its arch rival in the Damar Hamlin return in prime time last week, and they played phenomenal. But that defense is kind of doing with smoke and mirrors. One of the things that I looked at with this Cincy defense, which I like, but they're not dominant. They're not great. And if it weren't for turnovers, their DVOAs would have them around 25th in the league in terms of, EPA and yards per play defensively. So I do see this room for this team to kind of, break down a little bit. I know they play a lot of zone coverage, which, is going to be tough against Stroud. Stroud's been outstanding against the blitz. His accuracy against the blitz has been just nothing short of beautiful. It's just so impressive to see. So there'll be a little tough break for him there, trying to read the disguised coverages in zone. But this Bengals secondary is not great but that's being nice. Now the D line is definitely starting to play better, but I can see a lot of points in this game. And I hate going with, I'm not a big fan of the overs, but I do feel that so many games have gone under this year, and that we saw it last week. I talked about it, that they would start, maybe calling more ticky-tacky downfield pass interference plays, and sure enough, they did. They need the ratings up. They need the scoring up. They need the sports betting, live betting, the app crowd to, keep the action rolling and keep the ratings up. We saw, the highest rated game in Dallas and Philly last week, 27 million people watching a 4:00 game. It's awfully impressive. So I think that the trend will be more overs will come in. The fact that more unders have come in, and dog, have won, dogs have won. It tells you that, the market will adjust. So I'm going to go over in this one at, and I thought the number was pretty fair at 44. I really like that over, and good weather in that game, 6 miles an hour, sunny, early game. I just like the spot for where I could see everything just kind of getting all kinds of game flow for both offenses.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it too. You look at Houston's defense. I mean, obviously Stroud with the 5 touchdowns and the almost 500 yards, 480 yards, whatever it was. But I guess lost in kind of that offensive performance is how bad the defense really for Houston was against a Buccaneers team that you don't think of them as they're kind of a weak offense. You don't really think of them as an offensive juggernaut. So I could see points coming in this one as well. So the over right now, by the way, 47.5 with that over at Circa. So it has been bet up. So people may be thinking that the over is a nice little play here as well, Paul Nolan.
Yeah, early in the week it was 44, and I set my line, and this is 48.5, so I jumped on it at 44, but I still like it at 47.5. And I hate being the guy who says, "Oh, I got a better line than you." It's not my intention. It's just we really like to do these shows on Thursday. We have a better indication of what the injuries look like, who practiced on Wednesday, and unfortunately, the real the injury reports are so convoluted these days. It's so frustrating, but Saturday is like the day where you get it, but there's not enough time in the week to come podcasting these things and getting them out there. And, it's to do the best we can on a Thursday, trying to get you the information ahead of time. So, we
Yep.
appreciate everybody following us.
All right, there you go. 245, 246, Houston and Cincinnati. A week 10 in the NFL right here at wagerweekly.com.